Hi, I'm Perry Atkinson, General Manager here at theDove. Hey, check out our other videos and check out our website at thedove.us. Okay, we're back, and our special guest this segment is Jackson County Sheriff Mike Winters is with us today in the studio, and of course he's up for re-election, and here we are a few days away now, 19 days away from the Oregon primary, and Sheriff, nice to see you again, and hey, thanks for all you do.
You bet. I sure appreciate it, and it's good to be here. And
yeah, thanks for keeping our county safe. And you know, I think a lot of people don't realize how you have grown the department since you've been sheriff. I mean, when you took over and where you are today, and some of the things that you've added, and just most recently, people saying, "Well, you got other counties that can't open a jail, and here you are expanding a jail." How'd that happen?
Well, you know, everything's part of a plan, as we all know, and we just had to go through the processes. And so, you know, when I came in, I wanted to get our communications center off the top of the courthouse and get it moved out off there, because if we had any kind of earthquake, you got the heartbeat of the county and on the oldest building there. Wow. And I wanted to get a patrol office built because that's what allowed us. The patrol was in the sheriff's office, civil records division, detectives, was in the space that we remodeled for the jail. The jail, when it was originally constructed in 1981, was there was the ability to go up 2 more levels. Oh. But as through the years, the seismic changes, standards have changed, and the cost to retrofit the jail so that you could try to add the 2 levels was phenomenal. And there was some construction problems. I think maybe it wasn't quite as inspected as good as it should have in 1981. But we didn't. The engineer said that the building wouldn't hold the weight of the additional 2 floors. So the only place that we had to go was down in the basement. And so, you know, we got our patrol division out, moved out to Highway 62 in Vilas, right. You know, where 66% of our calls are, and then we remodeled that space, and now we're opening that jail.
Well, it's remarkable. And, you know, the other thing is, I know that you're fighting, like anybody else, you're fighting some kind of budget issues. How's that going for you?
You know, it's going good. I mean, a couple of years ago, we had a $2 million cut. We had to lay off 11 positions. Those 11 positions were the undersheriff and sergeants and folks in the agency that were able to retire, and but enjoyed working. Didn't want to retire, but they were able to. So we laid off those positions, or asked them to retire, which they did. They stepped to the plate. They took a bullet for the team, and that's allowed us to keep deputies on the bottom, because we only had a choice. We were either going to make adjustments in administration or make adjustments to the kids at the bottom, you know.
So how's it going in the county? How are we doing with crime?
You know, Jackson County is light years ahead of other counties. Are we perfect? We're not perfect. You know, we could always use some more police officers to do extra programs and things we want to do, but we're substantially better than the counties around us as far as financial. And a lot of that credit, I just can't talk about it enough. It has to go to the commissioners that we've had, the past and present, the county administrator, Danny Jordan, and the budget committee, and the department directors. You know, myself and the others, the DA, all the directors of the departments who have small business backgrounds, have worked together, have become a team. Jackson County is a good place.
Yeah, I'd say out of 36 counties, I hear nothing. I think our county is in great shape, considering everything. And I know that there are some budget issues, but your department has grown, but it's not grown just for the sake of growth. You've grown because of the demand, but on top of that, you're kind of on the cutting edge even with technology.
Well, we are. I mean, you know, I like to refer to us like a little Navy SEAL team. I mean, you know, we and when I say that, it's because they always are working towards cutting edge. So we try to use technology, and we're working on a program so we can better asset management. You know, we try to have the best systems in place so that the outcome will be a win at the end of the day. And that's what we need for our taxpayers.
Another thing that you accomplished just recently, that your department now is one of few that have been certified to take on missing children and all that. What is that?
Yeah, the Child Abduction Response Team. I'm proud of that. We're the only certified Child Abduction Response Team in the state of Oregon, and we're one of 20 in the nation.
Wow.
And so I'm proud that we did that, and we just recently did that and got our certification, and you know, we've got some upcoming trainings, and
You also have quite an emergency response team. I mean, you've really developed, in case there is a major crisis, you're well prepared for it.
You know, we're moving the bar. The commissioners and the county administrator trusted me to, take that program, and they assigned it out to the sheriff's office, and we are moving the bar forward in a big way.
Yeah. Now, you're working with some other towns that can't afford their own police source. I know that you guys are working double duty. How's that going on some things?
Yeah, we have a contract city, Shady Cove, that we work with. We have a good relationship. They got a lot of good people up there, and stuff that we work with in the council, and I think it's a great marriage.
What about, how's the marijuana thing going in this county? That's always a challenge.
It's always a challenge. We're actually starting to get a little bit of activity out there in the woods and different things. But, we've taken $1.7 billion. The number falls probably between $1.5 and $1.7 billion of illegal marijuana off of public lands in Southwest Oregon and Northern California. And I'm proud of those partnerships because it takes a team of everyone working together to get those kind of numbers in that steep terrain and do the investigations and stuff. But it's those relationships that have allowed us to do that. And then recently we just cleaned up in Jackson County, we cleaned up the very last marijuana garden of all the pesticides, trash, toilet paper, all the stuff that gets left behind out there, which is just hideous what it does to our forests. And then, of course, the animals spread it around. It gets into our water systems. And we went back through and cleaned up all of that, put it in the landfill.
That's amazing. So what's next? What do you want to see the department do in the future? Well,
I'm gonna continue to build out this emergency management program. The Anteri system, we have a tactical operations center that we've built over there at the office. Right. I'd love you to come see it.
I've been in the front door.
Yeah.
I hope I never see the back door. But I've been in the front door.
Yeah, you don't want to be. But come see the center, and then we'll do a program on it and educate people. But we're going to build out that emergency response system, because then if we have an earthquake, wildland fires where people's $1 million homes are at risk or something like that, we can better manage our assets in real time. And that's what we're moving to, is moving information in real time.
That whole Highway 62 thing was really a real accomplishment because it's strategically located, and you got enough room to do what you got to do.
It's perfect. It's out where we need to be. The state police is even looking at co-location with us now.
Really?
There's been some discussion about that, and we can run our aviation program out of there. It's earthquake resistant building. Everything is up to the standards. We have the ability to generate power. It was a great move getting out there, and I'm just lucky.
All right, I don't know. Did you guys have it in there? I want to show you something here that the last time you were in. Look at the monitor and watch this just for a moment.
All right.
Okay.
Some snow expected, as we said, in some areas. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. The other thing is, politically, the only thing I want to say is that as we gather around our Thanksgiving tables, much to be thankful for, but let's not forget what's happening. They have found it. There it is. See, I asked for the...
Perry asked for a hat from the Sheriff's Department.
From the Sheriff's Department. I love Mike Winter's hat.
And now they have photoshopped his hat on his head.
They have photoshopped the hat on my head.
Can I try it on?
Oh, you want to put it on, Paulina?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Paulina has it now on.
I can just...
Oh,
that
man.
is pretty cute. Okay. All right, so there you. How'd you guys do that? I don't know how you did that, but there we go.
She looks like she's wearing a bowler hat.
Don't you think that would look cool? Aren't those neat-looking hats?
Yeah, they're great. They're
so
wonderful.
There you go, Steve. You're wearing Sheriff Mike Winter's hat this morning. Those watching on the Dove TV,
I feel like a scout, a Boy Scout.
You should be. Anyway, I just think those hats are neat. So I want Mike Winters to make me a deputy sheriff so that I can. There you go. Oh, we all three got hats now. There we go.
I feel like Oliver Hardy.
And so anyway, you know what that hat would be good for if I can grab it here? Grab it right back there. Let's see if I can get there. You grab it, and then throw it like the guy on Goldfinger.
Oh, kill people.
Huh?
And kill people. This is why they don't want you to have Mike Winter's hat.
It's stiff enough to be that. But I want Sheriff Mike Winters to make me a deputy sheriff so I can get one of those hats. Isn't that cool looking?
It is pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyway,
Thank you for sharing, Mike.
Thank you, Mike, for letting us have your hat today. There it is.
There you go.
I'm Deputy Sheriff. I thought you'd get a kick out of that. I don't know how they did that, but the last time you were in, we hijacked a hat off of you, and we did that with it.
That's funny. That's good. I like it.
Well, Mike, best to you. If people want to learn more about your campaign, what should they do?
Yeah, just go to the website, winnersforsheriff.com. Also, just take a good read at the voters pamphlet. I laid it out. I'm the CEO of this place, and the taxpayers are the people who receive that benefit. I work for them. They're the shareholders of the whole operation, and so I've tried to deliver a solid product, and I think Jackson County is a safer place because we do a good job.
I want to say thanks for keeping our county safe. One last question. In the structure of counties and states and all of that, and we're seeing a little bit with this whole issue that went down in Nevada with the Bundy case. Is it true that the county sheriff is kind of like the top cop?
That is true.
All right. Yeah. So, in other words, you could step in on a situation like that, and your word is the word.
That is true, and that's one of the things that being the sheriff. I mean, there's days maybe it's easy.
Yeah.
There's gonna come a time where maybe it's not so easy, and you have to have someone who has the fortitude to stand in the fight and against whatever the odds are, and stand there for the right reason and do the right thing, because sometimes it's not easy being the sheriff.
I can imagine, but I guess the question is that in the structure of things, if something like that was to occur in Jackson County, and God forbid that it would, but if it did, you would stop in, you could say, hey, hold everything.
You can. I mean, there's the
you could
sheriff,
hold the feds off. You could hold the city off. Everybody else until
the sheriff is the chief law enforcement officer, and he works for the people. Okay. And that's why it's an elected position. That's why we always have to keep it an elected position, because he works for the people. That's who he represents. And so, I stand strong on working for the people. If there was federal intrusion, I mean, I work with a lot of federal agencies. Yeah. But if, for some reason, and I consider them, a lot of them my friends, and they're good people, but if for some reason they started going door to door and doing warrantless searches and doing, just going crazy, I'm going to stand for the people.
Good. All right. And you've done that for our guns, too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, Mike, thanks. Best to you.
Thank you, sir.
And again, go to the voters pamphlet. It's out. He's got a nice section in there. He pretty much explains all the things that is about his candidacy. Or MikeWinters.com, you say?
Yep.
Or Winners for Sheriff.
Winnersforsheriff.com.
Winnersforsheriff.com. All right, thanks.
Thanks.
All right, we'll be right back.